Hello everyone. So I wanted to do a quick video to walk you through how you can navigate the website I shared during my live session today. So this website is where you can find a list of all the schools in the whole world. So remember I said the first step towards applying for your graduate school is to sit down and make a list of at least 10 to 20 schools you want to apply to. That way you will narrow your search to these schools and you won't have to stress yourself out with trying to apply to so many schools. And having these documents ready will also help you even when schools start taking an application so that you can meet up with deadlines. So I'm going to walk you through this website. So the website is called, the link is 4icu.org. So when you're on this page, so on this site you get information about all the schools in the whole world, and they are shared into different categories based on some criteria. So the first one, which is the one we'll be talking about today, is schools are grouped according to countries where they are. If you scroll down, you also see the ranking of schools in the whole world. So if you want to apply to a school that is like in the top 200 or top 50 in a particular country, or schools that people are talking about on the social media for whatever reason, so on this site you can find any information you want about any particular school. But for today we want to look at the schools so that you can make a list of the schools you want to apply to. So when you come to the top of this page, you see that we have 6 continents here, 6 continents represented here. So depending on what continents the school you want to apply to, so I think country like UK should be in Europe. I'm not sure, but I guess that's what it should be. Another, we also have Asia, we have Africa. So if you want to apply to schools in Canada and USA, then you have to choose North America. So in North America, so if I click this link, it will bring me to a page where I have 3 countries. So we have Bermuda, Canada and United States. So and if my choice of country is Canada, then I'm going to click Canada and it will take me to, let me just try it. So it will take me to a list of all the states in Canada. So I think Canada has 10 provinces, that's what they call it, and these are the list of all the schools in each province. Canada is a small country, so you don't expect to see a lot of schools. But if I go back to USA, that is where you have a lot of schools. So USA is made up of 50 states. You can even read all the information from the sites. USA is made up of 50 states, and in each state, apart from states where you have like 5 or 8 schools, so many states have 50 something, 20 something, and even 100 and something schools. So if you check a state like New York, you see 148 schools are in New York. Yes, 148 schools in one state, and so many other states with a good number of schools. If you check Pennsylvania, you see 105 schools, and North Carolina has 50 something. So depending on what states you want to apply to, or you have already done a Google search to write down the name of a particular school, from the name of that school you should know what state it is, or even if you don't know, you can also Google that. But let's say you don't even know any school, you can always come here and check. So by the time you go through some of these states, you should be able to know what schools to apply to. So for today, let's say I want to check a state like Colorado. So if I click Colorado, there are 23 schools in Colorado, and those schools are going to be listed according to their ranking. Yes, so if you check a school like University of Colorado, it's ranked 1 in the whole state. University of Colorado, Denver. So the first one is in Boulder, this one is in Denver, is ranked number 4 in that state. But if I go up, I will see the world ranking of that school. So it's not showing, so it's supposed to show on top to tell me. Okay, I think when I go to the next page, so if I go to University of Colorado, for example, so you see University of Colorado is ranked 35 in the whole country. In USA, University of Colorado is ranked the 35th best school. Then in the whole world, it's ranked 40. Wow, that's a good one. That's why it's placed 1 in the whole state. So this information can help you to decide on which school to apply to. If you want to attend the best schools, if you want to, for whatever reason, you may want to know what you want to apply for. So I may not also encourage you to apply to the best schools, best in whatever sense, because those schools are going to be highly competitive, but that doesn't mean you cannot get in. So if we go down, this is where you can find all the information about this school. So this tells you if it's a public or private school, and so you want to also apply to public schools so that you can get a fully funded admission. This is the size. Now selectivity though, so this pie chart tells you how selective or how competitive this school is, but I'm going to show you when I go down. You understand better what this pie chart means, and that is one information I told you should always check before including a school on your list. So let's go all the way down. So if you check all the way down, you see admission rates, or what I called during my live session acceptance rates. So this tells you how competitive this school, the possibilities of being accepted if you apply to this school. How do they, like, is it possible to get admitted to this school? So if you check, University of Colorado Boulder has 80 to 89% as admission rate. So this is a very good one because your chances of getting admitted is high. Some schools also have acceptance rate as high as 90 something, and that is very good. But when you see a school acceptance rate, some schools even have acceptance rates less than 20%. Yes, the world best schools do not admit a lot of people because they are highly competitive. Now you also see information about international students admission. So you see international students are welcome to apply to this school, and they have more than 2,700 international students. So these are the informations you want to check. You can also go down to know about the campus setting, if they have on-site accommodation or any information you want. But please check the acceptance rate. That is one thing I want you to check on this site. They also have financial aid in form of assistantship or whatever. You should also find that information here. So that's it. So if you go, just take your time, spend some time on this website. Now when finally you have decided, okay, let me check these schools. So another place before I talk about going to the school's website, you want to also check this section called fields of study and degree levels. So this is where you find the programs you can apply for. So if you are studying arts and humanities or any of these disciplines, you want to check these last 2 columns. So the first, this one is the master's degree programs. So having all of these boxes ticked means that they have all of these disciplines. They offer admissions in all the schools, like all the disciplines at this level. The same with doctorate. But when you check some websites, some schools, you find out that they may be offering courses from arts and humanities at the master's level, but they may not offer it at the doctorate level. So you want to also check. But when you go to the school's website, you should be able to know what courses they offer. I may have to also do a video to walk you through using a particular school's website to find relevant information. So let's say I want to finally check out this school's website, so I'm going to come to where they have name. So if I click this, it will take me to the school's website. And you remember, guys, I said one thing you must know is that all the faculties, or what we call professors working in a school, all their informations are online, they are not hidden. So the people's page or the faculty's page is where you can click whenever you are on any school's website. So in some schools websites, you will not see it as a link. You may have to go to the about section. So the about section is an important link on any school's website. So from the about section, you can read information about their visions, and you want to check for the people's page or the faculty's page. But good enough, the faculty page is just here. So if I click this faculty, it's going to take me to where I can have access to all the faculties in this department, in this school. So you can click on any link. So this video is not just to talk about faculties. I may have to do a future video to show you how to get to the people's page and get to all the faculties in the school, or the staff. But the faculty is what we call professors in most countries. So let's go back to the 4.icu website. So I want to also use another school to show you why you have to check the acceptance rates. So if I go to a state like Massachusetts, that's if I'm correct, Massachusetts, I think this is where you see the #1 ranked school in the whole world. It should be, yes, Massachusetts Institute of Technology is #1 on the list. Is even ranked higher than Harvard. Wow, Boston. So this is Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Let's go to this school and find out. So wow, you see, it's ranked #1 in the whole world and in the whole of the country. So let's go down and see what the acceptance rates in this school is all. So here you see, I think there is a mistake here. So this first one should be for arts and humanities. So you want to be careful. So if you check somewhere like this column, so if for example this is for medicine, they are trying to tell you that you may not study for masters or doctorate if you want to apply for any program under the medical field. But the information on this site may not be 100%, so you want to also go to the school's website to be sure, especially about this when it has to do with the programs you can apply for. But here, if you scroll down, see the admission rate in this school. Wow, 0 to 9%. Wow, so you should decide if you want to apply to this school or not. Doesn't mean you can't get it, but also know that your chances of getting admitted is between 0 to 9%. This is because this school is #1 in the whole world, so it is highly ranked. If you check Harvard, which I also mentioned during my live session, it's ranked #2 in the whole country and in the whole world, and I expect the acceptance rate to be very low. Since I have passed, some schools may not also be able to show their acceptance rates, but even just looking at the pie charts on top should give you an idea of the acceptance rates in that school. So you just spend some, okay, here is Harvard still has 0 to 9% chances of you getting admission, so this should also guide you. Let me go to another state and finalize with this. So if you also check a state like There's another school I wanted to also show you. So that doesn't mean you cannot apply to any of these schools. So let's check Michigan. If you come to Michigan, I want to check University of Michigan. So this is number 1 in the whole state. So you should know that in the world or in the country should also rank high. But when you go down, you see other schools. Like this state has 46 schools. There are so many other schools. But the thing you should also know, when you go down, most of the schools down may be private schools. So please always, like if you check Grace Christian University, it may be a private school. So you want to also check, because most private schools may not be able to give you fully funded admission, while some do. Like there's this school called Rice University. It's a very small school, but they still give fully funded admissions. So always check to be sure. I would suggest you apply more to public schools, yes, before considering private schools. So let's go to University of Michigan. So University of Michigan is ranked number 6 in the whole country and number 6 in the world. And if I go down, so it's a public school. So that is what you should always check. Control. So look at what the pie chart looks like. It looks somehow good, better than the 0 to 9% we saw. So if you come here, you see it has 10 to 19%. This is also still very low. That is because the school is ranked number 6 in the whole world. Let's check North Michigan or Eastern Michigan. Yeah, this one is ranked 320 in the whole country and 798. So I think the chances of getting admission in this school may be high. Yes, this school also has 80 to 89% admission rates. So guys, you want to consider these things when searching for schools and making your list. It doesn't mean you cannot apply to those high schools or schools that are ranked number 1 to 10. You can actually apply to them, but we are trying to see how you can reduce the stress and focus on those schools that have good chances of you securing admission. I'll be stopping this video here. I wanted to do a follow-up to make sure you are able to navigate through this website. If you have other questions you would want me to address in my subsequent live sessions or videos, I will be so happy to answer your questions. Please do well to drop them in the comment sections, and always remember to join my live session. I am going to be sharing every useful information that will help you do it yourself. Yes, that will help you apply, especially if you are looking at applying by September. We will be going through all the process, how you can prepare your documents and get ready to start submitting your application from September to December. Thank you so much, and do have a wonderful